Hey, welcome back. We're in Luke chapter 6, Jesus' most famous sermon, and it's a difficult sermon in places. We just saw in verses 24 through 26, Jesus kind of rebukes the rich, the prosperous, those who are laughing, and those who are popular. Now, is his point that those things are evil? Well, not at all. We know that because, well, the Bible's full of rich people who are followers of Jesus. There's Solomon, there's David, but also in the New Testament, well, one of the most unknown people in the Bible, a woman named Joanna. You can find out about her in Luke chapter 8. Joanna's wife, Chuza, was the manager of Herod's household. And Joanna followed Jesus, and we're told in Luke chapter 8 that out of her money, Jesus and the disciples often bought meals and bought lodging to sleep for the night. So Joanna was one of the first funders of Jesus' ministry during his life, Luke chapter 8. And she's not the only wealthy Christian in the New Testament. Now, these wealthy Christians were known for giving away their wealth. But the point is this: it's not evil for a person to be rich or be prosperous. It's definitely not evil to laugh. And it's not evil if you happen to be popular. The point of this paradox that Jesus is making is the people who seek after those things. If your whole life is about being rich, if your whole life is about being prosperous and just avoiding pain, if your whole life is about laughing and just you always having a good time and you're not thinking about anyone else or eternity, if your whole life is about being popular, then Jesus says here essentially, enjoy it now, because in eternity, there's nothing for you, because you never acknowledged the Son of God and you never lived for eternity. So that's the heart here when he says in verse 24, what sorrow awaits those who are rich, for you have your only happiness now. What sorrow awaits you who are fat and prosperous now, for a time of awful hunger awaits you. What sorrow awaits you who laugh now, for your laughing will turn into mourning and sorrow. What sorrow awaits you who are praised by the crowds or popular. Let me just read you the footnote here in verse 24. This is from our Life Application Study Bible. This is, I think, a good summary of the point. If you think that real satisfaction comes only through riches, then wealth may be the only reward you will ever get, and wealth does not last. Don't seek comfort now at the expense of eternal life. So, you know, this is uncomfortable for us in America. We're the most prosperous Christians in church history. And there is a battle in our hearts. There's a tendency to want to live for just right now. Instead of living for the capital K kingdom of Jesus, we live for our own little k kingdom. We build our little house and our assets, and we live for our kingdom instead of Jesus' kingdom. And so while it's tempting to kind of skip over passages like this, I think today's a good day to really ask ourselves, does this apply to me? Am I really living for Jesus' kingdom or just for my own kingdom? Let's let God work on that on us today. I'll see you tomorrow for more Daily Hope.